Hello everybody, we are here with a timeless reading. My name is Gabriella. For anybody new tuning in, welcome. Before we get started with the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with the highest good. There may be a little bit of you could feel like you're pulled in multiple directions right now as far as what you want to be doing, what you're trying to create, what you want to pursue. There can be questions connected with your purpose as well. That can be something coming up. Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. This is you getting like very, very honest with yourself about like what holds value to you. And this can also be about like your goals now, your long-term goals as well. But it's really getting clear on like what holds meaning and what holds value for you, especially within like this lifetime, even materially. Can be other things as well. This can mean getting clear on what like stability and safety and security looks like for you too. Like in your head, knowing exactly what that's represented by. So you're clear on that, but you're unsure about something else. This may just be something that you don't know yet. It's like putting light to the darkness. Okay, what you don't see. I'm seeing somebody's coming through. I'm hearing to reach out to you. This person may be trying to get a hold of you. They had been like debating whether or not they were going to do this is what I'm seeing. Or they could have been like figuring out how. But this is like behind the curtain. I'm seeing you like wouldn't be aware of this until the point when they come through. So maybe you also like weren't necessarily expecting this. Not that it would be a huge surprise, but it's more so like, oh, I didn't know I would hear from you, like that sort of thing. But I'm not seeing it be like a tower or anything like that. Okay, they want to talk to you about like starting a new chapter together. If it's just like you and yourself, you could be finding out information about a new chapter that you're starting. If you're like, there's nobody else that I'm like building things with like that right now within my life, this can be you kind of like uncovering things that are associated with this new chapter for you. Yeah, I'm seeing just more and more stuff that you're becoming aware of and where you're focusing your energy. You also feel right now that your like home, money, resources, stability, security, stuff like that, I'm seeing that's where you're putting a lot of your energy and a lot of your focus. That's what you are shining that on. Aiming that towards. And it seems like that may be helping you clear your mind as well right now. Maybe you had some other stuff going on and you were like, right now I just want to like focus on my bag, or focus on like my home, or focus on the things that allow me to feel safe, like leaning into those things that help you feel like you can like close your eyes and actually get sleep at night, you know? This can also be like feeling productive as well. But yeah, for some of you, you're like specifically focused on your money right now. Something is feeling like a lot, but I don't want to jump to conclusions because there's like an obvious thing where this is coming from, but I feel like it's something deeper than that. Like, I'm just picking up on some obvious stuff, but I feel like it would be like, we already know that. So, on a deeper level, where is this coming from? You may be doing like a lot of new things right now, or just like forging away or forging a path, and that's what's feeling like a bit much currently, because I'm seeing there are definitely unknowns. This can be like, I'm starting a business and I'm trying to figure that out right now. Like, I'm buying a home and I'm trying to figure that out right now. I'm starting a new relationship and I'm trying to figure that out right now. I'm gonna go to I'm hearing mason, maybe masonry. You could be doing like metalwork. You could be going to school for like a particular type of vocation. You could be doing something like that. You could be like making a music career, creating a poetry book, you know, like making art, selling clothing, whatever this is that you're doing. It looks like there are a lot of unknowns sort of like with this new thing that you have going on that you're doing right now. But I'm seeing it's something that you're like, this is definitely worth it to me. It's going to bring like stability and security in my life. That's what I'm really focused on right now. And me doing this is like forging the path, the way to get there. But it feels like the unknowns of it may be stressing you out right now. Like, how do I do that? What about when this problem comes? But the best thing for you to do in order to not feel so stressed out, because you may be like, 10 of Pentacles is just a lot, and so you can be like, I need to make this much money now, or I need to be selling that much now, or like I need this many views now. You may be putting a lot of pressure on yourself, and it may be a bit unrealistic at this point. So that's just something to check in with, because I'm seeing there's like something new that you're starting, and you may be at a point where you're expecting to get like a lot in return immediately, and it looks like this is going to be a bit of a process. I'm not seeing your goals be unrealistic. You just may be like, I need this to happen right now, and you're going to need to, it's going to be part of just a process that it's going to take. Anything is going to take building, especially because I'm seeing you have very, very big goals with the 10 of Pentacles. So this isn't something that you're just going to be like, and it appears for the most part. This is something that it's going to take time. The best thing that you can do for yourself is to not like inundate, stress yourself out by too many things, taking on too much stuff, or just stressing about the unknown. Because I'm seeing for some of you, it's not even anything specific. It's like just the unknown of it is how I'm seeing it here. Of like, I've never done that before. Like, how's this going to come together? Like, will somebody help me with this? But the best thing for you to do is to not be creating problems, and the only time that you should be focused on an issue or something coming up to be resolved, a challenge we can call it, the only time to focus on those is like when it's right in front of you, for the most part. Because if you start getting too far ahead of yourself with things that you couldn't possibly know right now, how that's going to fall into place and how that's going to work, and you're just like stressing yourself out, I'm seeing you're just going to very much exhaust yourself. And what I'm getting is that this like new venture of yours that you're beginning to embark upon, I'm seeing there's like information that will constantly be coming through when it's the right time, but there's no, it's like, you know when there's syllabus week and you get the syllabus, or it's like the beginning of you starting a class and they go over everything that you're going to be going over, and it's like, how in the world am I going to do all of this stuff? Like, how are we going to cram that into a semester? How is all of that going to be accomplished? You're like looking at that crazy big report that you have at the end of it, being like, how am I going to be able to write that thing? Like, I've only ever written like a 2-page paper before. How am I going to write a 46-page paper? And it's like you get so ahead of yourself, and all of the things that you're going to learn on the way there are going to help you be able to do that at the end. But I feel like you're at this point where you're like looking at the whole mountain rather than just the next step that's ahead of you, and being like, when I get to that really tricky point up there, who's going to help me, because I'm going to need pointers. And what I'm seeing is that you're going to have the answers come through like right at the right time. You don't need to worry about that. you're going to get like a lot of messages, a lot of downloads. Some of you are sometimes physically going to have people coming through. I'm hearing experts. You're just always at the right time, synchronistically. You're going to get that information. The thing is, you're not getting it now because it would be out of context. You're going to get it when you're in that spot where you need it. It's like whenever you need the next answer, it's always going to be there right in front of you. Whenever you need that next bit of information, it's always going to be right there in front of you. But you don't need it now, so that's why you're not being given any of these things. So if you're like doing this whole thing, like, why don't I have all of the answers now, or all of the information, or all the people that are going to help me? It's like that person's not going to be popping through for 6 months. Why would they be here now? They'd be early, and that's not going to happen. Synchronistically, the people come when it's time, or the answers come when it's time, or those intuitive downloads come when it's time. There would be, you just receive it, be like, what does this even mean? Because you're not in that position yet. It's like you're being given direct. If you were to get all of this information that you want now, it would be like you being given directions and none of the pieces yet. And you're like, well, I'm just going to sit here and read this then. And for some of you, yes, you might like to plan and have it be, just know what's going on ahead of time. But this is to help you recenter and refocus and to be present rather than living in the future. Even though I'm seeing like there's an excitement, there's an enthusiasm about what's happening. And it's great to hold on to that, but you don't need to get too far ahead of yourself. It's about enjoying the journey. Because I'm seeing you almost like start at the end point of where you want to be. And it's great to hold that vision. But when you're so focused on that you rush through everything else and then you get there, it feels almost like it's not going to hold the same meaning to you if you rush through all of this, because the journey is really what gives it all context. Yeah. If you have questions now or things that you're figuring out now, reach out to like resources that you have that will help you. And you don't need to hold yourself back. You can express the way that you're feeling to whomever this is that you want to discuss things with, or write things out, or you're like communicating with your guides. This is about being expressive and not holding those things in or holding yourself back. It's about like fully immersing yourself in this journey. But yeah, there may be somebody that you're talking to about this new chapter. There may be multiple people you're speaking with about this new chapter, about the big changes that you're going through as well. And I'm seeing you be encouraged to share those things. Like rather than feeling like you have to carry all of this on your own and do everything on your own, you can get, what is it? The word is escaping me. It's like morale. You can get support. Yeah, I'm seeing this new chapter is going to be very stable for you. For some of you, you're moving in with somebody, or somebody's moving in with you. For some of you, you're getting married. You're having a marriage renewal. For some of you, you could be moving somewhere. For others of you, there's like a new commitment of yours. Something new that you're committing to that you feel like is going to be something stable for you within your life, that you feel it's like something worth celebrating, this new thing that you have going on where you're like, I'm really committing to this. This is definitely connected with a dream of yours for sure. I think a lot is going to be revealed to you as you continue exploring this. Like maybe even some motivations that you just always felt called in this direction, but you didn't know exactly why, and you're going to have answers to more ambiguous questions like that, or things that may be more deep-seated. And some of them may come about like unexpectedly or even abruptly too. But yeah, I'm getting that you're being encouraged to just like move through this by following your intuition. Like I'm looking at the Sun, Pisces, and Uranus, and having Pisces and Uranus connected with one another, this is like things are going to continuously pop up, things that you could have never imagined or thought of or planned for, because Uranus can be very spontaneous in the way that it brings things about, but it's like the things that need to happen, like all the synchronicity, stuff like that, that it's like nobody could have planned for this except for from like a higher dimension on a divine time frame type thing. That's how things are going to come through. And to have the sign of Pisces here, the archetype of Pisces, this is a reminder for you to feel your way through this intuitively and to trust yourself, to trust your inner judgment, and to trust your intuition and your heart as well. And to allow your creativity to flow to, in whatever way it's asking to express itself through you. And that's also what the Sun is about too, and Uranus. It's about shining the way that you want to, in a way that feels organic to you, and feeling the best when you're in that authentic vibration. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.